from my Carolina home. Had dreams about the West and started to roam. 6 long months on a dust-covered trail. They say heaven's at the end, but so far it's been hell. And there's fire on the mountain, lightning in the air, gold in them hills, and it's waiting for me there. Shifting from 5 to 5, selling everything we found just to stay alive. Gold flowed free like the whiskey in the bars. Sinning was the big thing, Lord, and Satan was a star. And there's fire on the mountain, lightning in the air, gold in them hills, and it's waiting for me there. And blood lined the streets. Men were shot down for the sake of having fun, or just to hear the noise of their 44 guns. And there's fire on the mountain, lightning in the air, gold in them hills, and it's waiting for me there. Now my widow, she weeps by my grave. Tears flow free for her man couldn't save. Shot down in cold blood by a gun that carried fame, all for the useless and no good, worthless claim. And there's fire on the mountain, lightning in the air, gold in them hills, and it's waiting for me there. And there's fire on the mountain, lightning in the air, gold in them hills, and it's waiting for me there. Waiting for me there.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hey, YouTubers and friends. Thanks for joining us all tonight. Thanks for becoming part of the FlashFam, detecting finds. Appreciate it. Tonight, all of you must know we have with us Hott Fishin from the great state of Kentucky. Believe she fishes and she detects, and we're gonna find out a little more about her right after this.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Tuesday Night Hangout Live. It's Tuesday night Hangout Live. It's Tuesday night.
Hey, boys.
Hangout Live. It's Tuesday night Hangout Live with your host Ed Marvin. Tuesday Night Hangout Live is a Flash in Your Pan production.
Good evening, everybody. It's great to see you. Good evening, Elisha. Welcome to Tuesday Night Hangout Live. It's good to have you here with us. And I'm sorry, my guest co-host, Rose, I had to back out for tonight. Everybody, do me a favor. Some good thoughts and prayers for my sister Rose Nose Treasure. Yeah, Elisha is awesome.
Thank you.
Yeti Mountain Trading, good to see you, Chris. Hola, mi bien amigo David Villa. G'day, mate. Good to see my Aussie friend in here. Terry Lefty Marshall in the house. Radio, how you doing, buddy? You know, it's all your fault. It's good to see you, Ronald. GoPro Unlimited, aka No Gold in Utah. Liar. Good to see you, Jeff. Mr. Lodak, the world's greatest moderator. Always good to see all of you. Sherry Ward, sorry. It's good to see you. Long time no see. Thank you for joining into Digging with DJ's live stream. Terry Curry, hello, how are you? Jason AU, Colorado, good to see you. Welcome back. Da, 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 da. There was also another person that I haven't seen. Oh, Scott McClure told me to take it easy on you. So, will do,
Yeah, he's a good
Scott.
guy.
Will do. And I saw a name in here that I've never seen before. And was it? Where was it? Great Cat Man or something like that. I forget. Blonde Moments. Terrible sometimes. Terrible. Terrible. I miss Thomas. Thomas, Lucky Ducky, Thomas Folks. Good to see you, Pennyweight. I hope you. I'm glad you're home safe from Arizona if you're home yet. Hey, look. Hot Mess Fishin is in the room. Headed to the creek. Good to see you. Welcome, 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 and welcome, Elisha.
Thank you.
Again to Tuesday Night Hangout Live. Can you share with us what first got you involved, both with metal detecting and fishing?
Okay. So, fishing was first. I started when I quit crawling. My daddy had me out there. And if I had to pick a species that I actually fish for, I would say it's crappie. That's what he had me out there fishing for more than anything. Some bluegill and stuff like that. But the one that I can target the best is crappie. But that's also what started first on YouTube. And well, that's actually a lie. Little known fact is my first YouTube channel, I was singing on there. So that was a different channel. I don't think there was maybe like 30 or 40 subscribers. I wasn't trying to go anywhere with it. But then after I decided to do a YouTube channel, it was going to be a fishing channel. And I was going to do some catfishing, which I'm not as good at. That of all the types of fishing, that's the one that I probably feel like I need the most work on as far as catching bigger ones. You know, I can catch them, but like as far as targeting the big ones, I need some work on that. But so it's always been a passion of mine. It's always been therapy for me. It's always been something that I really enjoyed doing. Treasure hunting is newer. When I first got into metal detecting, it was well, when I first got an interest for metal detecting was when I was in 5th grade. And I did not start then, but there was a gentleman that came to our playground and was out there with a metal detector. And I was working with the little kids in the daycare center and had them outside on the playground. And he invited us over to watch him find some quarters in the playground. And we thought it was the coolest thing ever. So at that point, I knew that I wanted to get into metal detecting. But you'd have to fast forward to many. Oh, there's Relic Rat. Sorry. Hey. I was mentioning behind the scenes that I was hoping you'd make it in here.
His ears were burning.
Yeah. So what I got
we were talking about you, Relic Rat. So
we were. And then you showed right up. We weren't talking about you on the air though, so if you go back and start at the beginning, don't worry, it wasn't on there. But that's where not the bug, but the first implanted thought of that would be so cool to get to go do something like that. And then my dad used to watch this show on gold panning, and I don't remember what it was called, but they used to sing the songs like gold.
Go, 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 fever. Yeah, that was Gold Fever with either the Buzzard, Gary Massey, or Tom Massey, his son. They founded a club. A bunch of us in here belong to the Gold Prospectors Association of America.
Oh, that's cool.
That's how I got bit by the gold bug too, you know, watching Gold Fever. So.
Yeah. So like that's when I first started watching. I still watch all the Gold Rush and the Whitewater and the, you know, like all the Backyard Gold is the newest one that I watch. But you know,
Dave Turin, yeah.
With Dave, I love Dave. But so those were the things that kind of sparked my interest with treasure hunting. Fast forward to many years later, I get a metal detector that was like a Walmart special marked down. I don't ever talk bad about other detectors because you can find something with everything. But this
Right.
one detector, it did, like when I used it, the first week of using it, fell apart in 3 pieces in my hand. Like it really was not the best of detectors to use. But I did find some stuff with it. I did find a piece of jewelry. I did find some change, but I'm still getting ahead of myself. So the first time I ever used it was to help my cousin find, she needed to turn her water off because her kitchen was flooding. And she asked me if I could come over and find the main outside because it had been covered up by erosion. So like I went out there and found it. That was the first thing I ever found. And then I decided I'm going to take it to the beach and see if I can find some stuff. And I knew nothing about what I was doing. This thing basically had a turn on and off switch. That's all there was to it. And I was out there for hours in the middle of the night at the beach, and I didn't get a single tone. I didn't hear nothing. I didn't get a bottle cap, nothing. And I was
Oh,
going on
wow.
a cruise, so I'd planned on taking it to all the ports and going to all these places. Well, when I didn't find anything at the first beach, I didn't even take it on the ship with me because I was like, I don't know what I'm doing. This isn't very much fun, you know. And then it was when I found it on YouTube, and I think the first metal detecting channel I saw was Jersey Ray Diggs, and then Brockton Magnet Fisher introduced me to Can You Dig It metal detecting, and I started watching like a few more and a few more and a few more, you know, and I just started like building up all these channels I was
Snowballing.
watching. And yeah, and I was like, okay, well, maybe I should get that detector out, you know what I mean? Because I've always wanted to do it. Maybe these people can help me, you know, and I
Right.
can actually figure it out. And so I did, and I used it for a week before I moved up and got the Simplex, and started using that machine. And then now I use the Legend. But now it is basically an everyday thing. So it's usually just the weather that keeps me out. I didn't go out today, so I shouldn't say every day, but it's almost every day that I'm out there. And
I
oh,
wish
hey,
I could
Craig.
do that sometimes.
Yeah. Well, when I say that, like sometimes it's literally like just go outside for like 10 minutes in the yard just to be able to say I went out every day. And my yard has been very nice to me, very, very nice to me. So, um, but I was noticing Greg was in here, and I saw somebody else come in here, metal detecting Adventure Time. Hey, like several more people walked in. And um, so that's what really got me going with the metal detecting. And but I never planned to be a channel. That wasn't ever like on my radar. Hey, Nicole. Um, and I that started with the catfishing community. There was um, a conference they do every year. It's called the Catfish Conference. Now it's the Catfish and Crappie Conference. But I had went to that in person, and then because of 2020, like all these things happened to where things were no longer in person anymore, and they said it
Right.
was going to be live on YouTube. So that's when I discovered there was a world of live YouTubes, where people were in chat. And so I signed in to watch this, not even really expecting to chat in there. But these people knew each other, and they knew each other by name, not just their channel name. And like they were
Right.
like hanging out and talking, and I'm like, how do these people all know each other? You know what I mean? Like I have no clue. And they're like, what's your channel name? And I was like, I don't have a channel name. It was just my first, my first and last name. And this girl said, well, I'm going to subscribe to you because you're going to make videos one day. And I was like, what? She was like, I want to be the first person to see you put out a video. And I was like, what? And she was right. Eventually, you start going into more lives, you start subscribing to more people, you
Right.
get a part of a community. And then I started fishing live. I still wasn't planning on doing videos. It really took me getting into the treasure fam to start actually taking it serious. And, like I got my 1,000 subscribers, got monetized. I just hit 2K. So I'm really excited about that.
Yeah, you were
Um,
telling me that last night, I think it was.
Thank you.
I'm so
Yeah,
close to 6,000. Last time I I checked, I think I was 30 away. I might.
yeah. I teetered close to 2,000 forever. I was at 1.99 for a long time,
Oh, then you
but I
go over,
finally,
then you go under.
yeah. So
Oh
thank you.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah. You just so right now it's like I think when I checked it before the stream, I was at like 2004 or something like that.
Woo!
But we're gonna celebrate. We're gonna do a giveaway on my channel. There will be a big giveaway. There will be a lot of just hanging out, celebrating, how far we've made it. And the last time when I did the 1K celebration, it wound up being 4 hours of straight giveaways. So I can't promise you that it will be that. It could be that or more. I don't know. Like a lot of people were nice enough to chime in and say, "Hey, I'd like to donate this. I'd like to donate this." So we just kept
Right.
on with the giveaways, and they just kept going back to back to back. But I've got stuff already put to the side that I've been, kind of keeping a little bit back here and there since I hit 1K. So there will be a big giveaway. There's going to be silver. There's going to be metal detecting stuff. There will probably be, well, I'm sure there will be some fishing stuff. I've got that put in there too. You might get my sticker, which is on my shirt here. I don't know how well we can see it, but that's just I know some people are like stickers, but some people really like them. And this is my
Oh, I
favorite of the
love
ones I've made so far.
stickers.
Yeah, so I'm sure there'll be some of those that get put in there. But Greg says, "Wish I could sub y'all both again." Well, thank you for being
Yeah,
here with us, though.
no doubt. No doubt.
Yeah. Oh, they're asking for my link in chat. I don't know if you have that
I
or
have it, and
I was gonna say I could probably get to it, but
oh, I got it
um,
right here.
I'm better on my phone than that. My phone is my camera, and if y'all keep seeing me look to the side,
I'm
that's because you all
surprised
are right here
Mr.
in my
Lodak
chat.
don't have it up yet. You,
Yes, so I know double hook angling. Like I've just met double hook angling in person at the Catfish Conference, and have some of his hand tied jigs that he made.
oh,
But
nice.
thank you for that. And then since that was 10-man magnet fishing, I haven't brought up magnet fishing yet. I also magnet fish.
Oh,
Um,
okay.
yeah, like
Do you mudlark and pick clods for arrowheads and stuff too?
yeah, so I've been lucky with my arrowhead stuff that I have found. I got a really nice spear point, and I wish I'd set it to the side, but I didn't. But it
Oh,
is on a
man.
live stream on my channel where I found it in the plug, like it was above the target, and I was like, "What?"
Oh,
So,
wow, cool.
but yeah, I'm into all that stuff. I picked up some geodes when I was in Tennessee at the last hunt I did, and I'm ready to bust those open. It's like if it's a treasure of any kind, I'm out there looking for it. And so the gold painting would be the one that I would say I'm the most newbie at. Um, so I went to the Masters of Metal that Mind Lab put on,
Mm-hmm.
and thank you, Gold. And we did, it was like a metal detecting competition. It wasn't just an event. Like you were up against people. You had to guess what finds were in the ground. You had to do some like what's it called, token hunts where you were like speed hunting, trying to see who could
Right.
get the most. There's a bunch of competition to it. And the last one, actually, we were like at such a close tie that we had to run to the finish line, and I wound up rupturing my calf muscle. It was a fun experience, but anyway, we ended up in a tied position for third place, and the first three places went on to the end, the big finale, and so we had to pan for gold as our tiebreaker. So that there were like 4 nuggets that they put in there, and we had to get the 4 nuggets out of the pan. So that was my first real experience with it. I mean, when I was a kid, I went to a cave in Indiana. I forget what it's called, but they had like the kid gold mine thing, where you've got like the pyrite and the gems and all that stuff in a little bucket. And I mean, they've got you look like you're painting for gold, but you're not really. But so that was my first experience. But then this at my Masters of Metal was when I actually got to, yes, that's how I hurt my leg. Actually, I'd hurt it already running after my dog, who you might hear. But it was a week later, and I thought that I was fine from that. And I was up detecting and all that. But then I really hurt it when I was at Masters of Metal, and I went running for the finish line, and like right in front of, you know, everybody up there, like Steph Diggs and some of the big time people on YouTube and stuff. I'm sitting there crying, like just. But anyway, that wasn't why we didn't win though, because we still got put in a tied situation, and so I did pan for gold there. But since then, there's a guy 403 prospecting Travis. He sent me a gold pan. Because I have some pay dirt that I want to go live, and sorry, my light flipped around, but I want to go live and
Pan it
pan, but
out, huh?
people, Yeah,
Cool.
I feel like people will be like, "Oh, you're not doing it right," stuff like that. But that's how I learned to metal detect. I was live metal
Let them
detecting.
say that.
Oh,
Everyone
yeah,
has their style. There's
yeah,
three basic concepts to it: stratify, wash out the lights, and repeat.
yeah. One thing that like kind of like made it like stick in my head was like let the water do the work for you. Don't like push it. Like so, it was kind of like let the waves like pull your stuff back off. So like once I got that, then I was kind of better with it. So I feel like I know enough to not look like I totally don't know what I'm doing. But I mean, I've got my pay dirt. I've got one of them that I think is going to be easier than the other one. The other one was from Gold Pans and Suntans, their channel. They gave it in their giveaway, and he said it's got a lot of garnets and it's going to be a lot of hard work on that one. So I don't know. I can't compare it to anything because the only thing I've done was that day at Masters of Metal. But I have like a big tub that I'm going to use with some water, and then I've got the gold pan, I've got pay dirt, and I've got some jet dry that I guess I'm
Hmm.
going to put in the water. And so I feel like I've got enough to at least attempt it and try it and see,
I'm sure
how I'll
you'll
do
do
with it.
well. I'm sure you
Yeah.
do well. Practice, practice, practice. Do it in a
Yeah.
tub, and you can
Yeah.
redo it and go over it. There's,
Yeah, that's why I've got the tub because like I want to be able to have that and keep it, because I know I'll miss stuff the first time. You know
oh
what I mean? Like,
yeah, go over it and over it and over it.
yeah,
Then you'll win some more pay dirt or something and
yeah. Well,
go out and explore up in like Indiana or Ohio, take some of their gold back to
yeah, because we have
Kentucky
none.
with you.
Kentucky, we don't have gold.
I think
It's
there's a little itty bitty part that was glaciated like up above Knoxville or Fort Knox, right on the other side of the river, I
okay.
believe. But,
I always say the
still.
only gold we have in Kentucky is in Fort Knox, but then people say it's not there anymore. But but I don't know. I mean, I would trust you before. Like the only way that I've looked is on Google, and they tell you like Kentucky has no gold. Like if
No,
any of you are in here watching right now, if you go
no,
Google gold in Kentucky, they'll tell you it's not there.
I wouldn't go to Kentucky to find gold. Tennessee has some gold, West Virginia, Virginia,
Yeah.
Georgia, the Carolinas. But Kentucky, I don't know. Just didn't. Ohio has no native gold either. Um,
Yeah.
it came down illegally about 10,000 years ago when it crossed over our northern border from Ontario. All you
Oh.
Canadians, no, you can't have it back.
Yeah. So like I would like to go out in the wild and try it at some point, like not just the pay dirt, to which I won um a thing to go to Vane Mountain and to Gold Pan there, and they said they would set up the sluice and all that stuff for me. When I was supposed to go was when I injured my leg, so I haven't been able to be back in contact with them to see if he'll move it over and let me do it this year. I hope so, but if not, it's not very expensive to go there, and camp and try it out. So I may just go regardless. But yeah, I injured myself right when I was going to go over there and try it for
Uh,
the first time. But they told me they would set up the little mini dredge and the sluice and all that stuff. And I was like, I'm going to feel like I'm on whitewater.
what
I
part
mean, I
of
know it's
the
totally not the
bluegrass
same.
state are you in?
So I'm in central Kentucky. When I'm in the fishing group, I always tell people I'm by Taylorsville Lake, because they know lakes better than anything
Right,
else. But
right.
I'm basically between Lexington and Louisville.
Oh, okay. Well,
So
every Labor Day, the Buckeye chapter of the GPAA hosts an outing event where there's people from all over called Gold Rush Days. And
hmm,
it's a beautiful lease property, the Swank West lease. Beautiful. All Labor Day weekend. There's speed panning, there's common digs, people running dredges, high bankers, metal detecting hunts. Um, Shoot.
That's everything.
Yeah, it's a really good time, and shoot. It's sometime if you and your better half or whatever want a little adventure and go back to Kentucky with some Ohio gold, come visit us up at come visit the Buckeyes
Well,
at the
I'm not
Swank
tied down with the
West.
better half, so I travel a lot anyway. I just
Oh,
go.
well, okay.
I get, I get a hair up, and I go.
Well, it's
So,
right by Belleville, Ohio, in between Belleville and Butler. It's a beautiful cold water river. We have trout, clean.
yeah,
So you could fly fish for trout, find gold. Uh, Heck, go home
yeah, that'd
bid
be cool.
even harder.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Yeah, I know that once I real like so when I was painting that for Masters Metal, we didn't get to take that home with us. You know what I mean? Like I felt like I was just playing in like a I don't know how to describe what it felt like, but it wasn't your gold to keep. You know what I mean? So at least when I
Hmm.
do the pay dirt, it's gonna be mine. You know what I mean? So like that'll be another part of the bug to bite me. But yeah, if I go out somewhere like in nature and do it,
Right.
I feel like it's off and running.
Oh, yeah, that would be like, hey, I found it.
Yeah,
It's mine. And it's
yeah,
quite a rush. Granted, it's cool finding relics, arrowheads, or trade beads, or
yeah.
an
I've
old
never found a trade bead. I
horseshoe,
think that'd
or
be
a
cool.
buckle, or shoot, I'd love to find a toy cap gun or something. Um, like my friend Ohio Metal Maven, she's I found some decent stuff out detecting with her and her husband. But it's exciting.
I'm
It's
sorry for rattling this bag over here. I was trying to find something I was going to show you, but you said that and it reminded me. I'll have to dig it out in a minute, but it's been a goal of mine to find either a gun, toy gun, just something along those lines.
on
And
your
then,
bucket list.
yeah, it's a bucket list item for me. But just recently, um, like within like two of the last probably 5 hunts I've been on, I found two different has to be toy guns, I'm sure, but they're falling apart. I don't know what. Yes, Nicole, I want to very badly. Oh, you said Ed, but I'll see that. I'll see that. Like, we need to dig. Like I've told her that for a while. She's right above me, and I
Well,
just watched a video.
I want a prospect in the creek that runs through by their house and the river too. Chad, Chad said there's gold in it, so Chad and Nicole came up and visited during Gold Rush days last year and hung out
Oh,
in our camp and found a little bit of shiny, I believe, and had a
yeah.
good time, I hope. They live about an hour south of me.
Was that like about a year ago or so? Like I just watched. I was putting in
Yes,
your
yes.
channel earlier, and I saw a video of you where you all were digging. It was you and Jersey Ray and Nicole and
Yeah, yeah,
B3 Roll. Yeah, I was
yeah,
just watching that today,
yeah.
and so I was like, I mentioned something about that was a good group of people to be out there with. But yeah, looked like you all were having fun.
Oh yeah, some good
But
finds too. At least B3 Relic Recovery and Chad nailed it. They found some nice stuff, but this show ain't about them. It's about you.
yeah. Well, I mean, I talk about other people's funds, my own funds, but I forgot I was talking about those guns,
Yeah.
but they're disintegrating. Like, I don't know, like the metal, so I'm not sure what it's made out of or what it was, but like I have all these pieces. Like there's one out in the car that looks a lot better than the one I have in here. And I'm not sure. I know it's in this bag because let me see if it's this one right here. I might be in the wrong bag. Everything's in just like Walmart bag dumped out of my fines pouch. But somewhere in here there is pieces to this gun, but it just falls apart. But it's a gun. Like, I mean, you can tell. I
That's
don't know. I must be
cool.
in the wrong
So
spot.
you did find a gun.
Yeah, so I found two within this week that are guns, but they're like I don't have a clue what the cheap pot metal. Yeah, probably is what it is. But I wasn't sure what they made like the toy guns out of. But one of them is plastic, like has the I don't know what you call that part of the handgun, but you know,
Oh, the hand grip?
yeah. So it has like one of them had plastic on that. Like, so I've got the two pieces of that, but whatever the metal was is just all in pieces. Like and if you touch it, if you try to clean it, like it falls apart more. So I'm not sure exactly what it is, but I found two this week. But now I guess I need to change my bucket list into I'd like to find one that's like intact or more intact. Will stay
Right.
intact. So
Hey, moon's
the other
over
one is a little bit
Miami.
easier,
Butt
but
slide. that don't go together, David and Jeff. Butt slide.
That's funny. But yeah, butt was the word that went through my head. I was like the butt, but
That'd be more like
yeah.
for a rifle or a shotgun, you know.
I
Put
looked
the
up what
butt of the
I did it.
stock in your shoulder.
Yeah, the butt right here.
Pistol
Yeah, like
grip.
I mean, you'll
Yes.
see deer on the wall. Like two of
Digging
these are mine or
times
whatever. But
past, yeah.
so I have shot
Grip.
a gun, but
GoPro Unlimited grip, yeah.
yeah. So, but now I'd like to find one that is a little better, like to where I can at least get it on video or pictures to share it. Because right now, like it, I mean, I might still post it on my Facebook. I've recently done a Facebook, so I might put them on there. But it's just going to be a pile of blob of metal with like the two recognizable pieces on that one. But the other one
Right.
is just in a bunch of pieces. I don't know, it's a little fancier, but I don't know. It's not anything like amazing, but at least I could say I found a gun now. Too.
Right. Hey, it counts,
Yeah.
right?
Right.
So definitely, I count every speck of gold. It's a gun, doggone it, too.
Right. Too.
It's can't beat that with a stick, and I'm sure you'll find
Yeah.
maybe a real one day.
Yeah. I find enough of the ammunition that eventually I need to find a real gun to go
Right.
with all the I mean, I've found old stuff. Like, I mean, I even was lucky enough to find some stuff from the Revolutionary War, like
Ooh.
some lead from that, which was really cool.
Well, since we're on finds, what's your favorite find?
I think my favorite find, it's a hard question because then you have to think different. Like there's relics, there's coins, but right now I think I'm still riding the high off of my Trime. Do you know what a Trime is?
Ooh, I definitely do know what a Trime is.
Yeah. And it's hold too, so
Nice.
it's probably my favorite. I do have it over here. I'm not sure how well it's going to show up on camera, but
I'd have to get it really, really, really close.
yeah, they're tiny. Yeah, I'm sure some of the details and stuff is washed off, so you probably won't see it, but you'll at least be able to see that I have it in my hand. I should put it like in front of the camera though. But anyway, there's my Trime.
And it's
I'm sure it won't show
old,
good.
yeah, I could see the star on it.
You can see. Yeah. And the other side, I don't think you're going to see much on it, but because it's hard in regular real light, but that's probably my favorite find so far.
That's cool.
She has bragging rights now.
yeah, I have to agree with David Villa. That's an excellent find. Excellent.
Yeah.
I'd love to
My
find
first
a
silver
shrine.
coin. My first silver coin was a Standing Liberty quarter, and that was the one that got me hooked. Like I was already loving it and hunting a lot, but once I found that, then that's when the true bug bit me for detecting. Like, but now I've found standing and walking, but I haven't found seated. Like I got to find something. I used to have a saying, but I can't say it the same anymore now because I found several of them, but I haven't found it. Like, I haven't found any seated. I haven't found any barbers, anything like that. Like, Greg was asking a minute ago if I found my IHP, and I did finally find my IHP, which was my goal for last year. But I'm sure it's gonna be hard to see.
Nice.
But it's 1870. But I found that in Virginia as well. Um, but yeah, I had that as my goal. It took me 14 months to find it. It was my goal of 2023, and I didn't get it. So I had to tuck my tail, between my legs and tell everybody I didn't get it. So then this year, my goal is to find a skeleton key. And
Cool.
so I had made a poll on my channel, and I said, should my bucket list item of the year be a skeleton key or should it be a thimble? And it won by 2 votes that it be the skeleton key. So I did say that if I find my IHP from last year and I find my thimble that didn't quite make it to be the bucket list item of the year, and I find a skeleton key, that I would do something nice as a giveaway for my channel. So I only need one of those items now for the year. So we have until December to see if I get it. And so there'll be a giveaway for it if I actually do score that that key this year. So there's a lot of people who are rooting for me to get it out there.
I did. Giveaway time.
Indian head penny. I forget that some people don't know what a IHP is. So it's an Indian head penny.
Hewlett Packard.
A Hewlett Packard.
Well, he says HP. So
yeah, I know. I was trying to think what else could be HP, but that's what made me quiet for a second. I was like, Harry Potter.
It's funny. And well, what's your detector of choice right now?
So the Nocta Macro Legend is what I use 99.9% of the time. The Simplex is my backup. I'll never get rid of it. I love that machine. We had a good year together before I upgraded to the Legend. And I wholeheartedly recommend that detector to newbies or people that have been detecting for a while and just, want to move up to something else. Like, I still love that detector, but the Legend is hand in hand with me all the time. Like, you hear about new detectors coming out, and like, I don't even like it doesn't really even go on my radar. Like, oh, I want that detector, because I feel like if you get to know your detector really well, that's better than just skipping around and getting a new one and having to learn it and all that stuff. So right now I don't have any desire to necessarily get a new one. I am going to be entering a giveaway to try to get a Manicore, and yeah, I will definitely use it if I win it. But I love my Legend.
Nice.
Hey, Maria. Yeti's going mushroom hunting. That's fun too. Like, I enjoy doing that after the rain. I haven't done it in years, but I had a friend who took me.
Yeah, he does that every year. Yeti.
The morels.
Yeah.
They taste so good. That's a treasure that pays off in another way. Because they are really good.
No, this ain't AIN, Joel. Drum Detect, good to see you.
Hey, Joe. Got some more funds, I guess, over here. Oh, I don't know what this is. It was in a video of mine recently. The lead in it looks really old, but it looks like a bullet. I'm not sure if y'all are gonna be able to see this or not. Does anybody know what this is?
Ooh. What is it, guys?
Because I don't know, but I seen a picture of something that looked similar to it the other day online that somebody found in like a newbie metal detecting group, and I was
Joel's
like,
saying bullet. Yeah,
yeah,
could be.
that's what I'm thinking, that it's a bullet, but I've just never seen anything that looked quite like that. It looks like a slug. Yeah, I'm thinking definitely ammo of a thingamabob,
Yeah,
ammo of some sort, but
Jeff's
it was in one of my videos. But
saying looks like a slug. Joel's saying a bullet. David V is like thingamabob.
yeah, I mean, it definitely looks
Sherry
like
says
if I turn this on,
wad. Old rifle bullet. Drum
yeah, like you can see
detectors.
there's marks on it.
Alice
I'm
isn't sure.
wad cutter, wad. That's all above my head, but I'll look it up.
Mr. Lodak says lead wad. Yeah, someone could have been part of someone's lead stash during the war when they had to pour their balls, their musket
Yeah,
balls.
yeah, I knew it wasn't nothing like amazingly old and cool, but like I knew it was something that I
Could have
didn't
been
know.
back
Like some
from the days of Boonesboro or something like that.
over the head, you're not dead. That's funny.
Oh, Joel, you comedian. As someone that enjoys both metal detecting and fishing, Elisha, how do you balance your time between the two hobbies? Or do you just
Um,
push one totally aside like I do?
I fishing has taken a back burner. I love it. I will always love it. But yeah, I mean, the detecting thing has skyrocketed. You know what I mean? That's just my passion. But right now, the white bass are going to be running up the river, so I got to take a break. Like I'm going to have to go to the river
Gotta
and catch them while they're
get some white bass for the freezer, huh?
exactly. Yeah, I can't completely put it on the back shelf because I won't be able to catch those again really good like that until the fall, and not even they're only really good in the spring here. And yeah, so I'm gonna have to get out there, and I'm planning on doing a video of that. So if you're more into the fishing, or also into the fishing, there should be a hopefully a white bass fishing video coming
Now,
soon. So I've been
I
paying attention.
I know my buddy Chris from Chris Dyer Outdoors, if he's still in here, he'd probably be wondering about all those racks behind you. Now, are
Yeah, that's
you a
probably.
hunter also?
So my dad hunts, and I used to hunt. So I I've gotten 2 bucks under my belt, but then okay, so then I got really into I get my hobbies, but I was always outside at night with my telescope. So I've always been into like um different astronomy, and like the meteor showers. I'm always outside for those, and like here at the house you can see the Milky Way and stuff. Like you can see shooting stars every night. So but when I got my big telescope and I was out there, like the deer like started just knowing me and trusting me, and so like I would look and they'd be like 2 feet away from me, you know what I mean? So I haven't been
Right.
hunting since the deer became my friends. I don't blame my dad because like I mean, I hit 3 deer within 2 days once because they're so bad out here. My sister hit 3 deer within 7 months. Like if we weren't hunting them, you wouldn't be able to drive to town. Like
Right.
it's just so, and they feed your family, and the cost of groceries and everything else these days. You know what I mean? Like I will never. I just don't know that I will ever do it again. I don't
Is
know.
it storming really bad at your house? You just broke up for a bit. And Drum Detect says,
It
Joel
sounds like it's
says,
coming in.
okay. Joel
I'm not
says,
sure. I don't
don't
see
kill
it, but
Bambi.
Yeah, no baby killing here. Um, but so yeah, so I told Ed earlier that there are storms that may be here 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, and up to 10 or something like that. I think they have like possibility of isolated tornadoes. I don't have like I actually have the TV on muted, but just in case like they were to come up with something to tell us like warning, you know what I mean? My phone would tell me anyway, I guess. Um but if I go out, that's what it is. It's the weather moving through.
Okay.
But I saw somebody said that Elisha should have some good Civil War spots in her area to detect. Yeah, so that's that's one of my favorite things about metal detecting now has been the research. Like I really get into whether it be researching like old maps and old home sites and stuff like that, or whether it's
Nice.
like, really gotten into like the Civil War stuff and like reading like I mean getting really deep into it, like reading different stuff that they had made, like the reports that I can't think what the word is I'm looking for, that the I can't think what it is at all. But anyway, so it basically tells you
Journals?
exactly the what.
Journals or
So journals
logs?
is where it started. But no, I'm talking about like the bigger up guys, like their reports that they were sending
Okay.
into. So I can't think what the word is I'm looking for. I do that all the time. But so I've been reading on these and finding like where they talk like specifically where they marched through or like specific areas they were working on, stuff like that. And so it's really interesting to me. And then I go to some hunts. Like there's one that East Tennessee Organized Relic Hunts is one that I've been going to 3 of those so far. And we always hunt Civil War battlefields there. And I've got some of my Civil War finds right here with me from that. They're all bullets, but I
Nice.
know that, yeah. So I've got this one was dropped, this
Ooh,
3-ringer mini ball right here. And
nice.
then this one is fired.
Yeah, that looks like it's hit something.
And then this is my first Williams cleaner. And so it's got a hole in the bottom where the other piece was. Hey, Bold Lion. And then here's my first infield. So you all are getting a sneak peek because these are all coming. These 4 right here are going to be in a video that's coming out hopefully Friday. Could be next Friday, but it should be Friday where I find the 4
Aha, sneak peek.
sneak
We
peek
like
on those.
we like
Yeah.
those during our treasure porn sessions here at
Oh, yeah.
Tuesday Night Hangout Live.
Yeah. So, and I found like here in my own yard, I found a Civil War bullet. It was a 3-ringer like I'd never seen before, and I wish I had it out here with me, but I know I don't. Um, but I did have it like looked at by several different people, and they told me that it was Civil War. Originally, somebody told me that it was from the Indian Wars, but then I was told by someone who had many more years of experience under their belt, you know,
Mm-hmm.
than these other people, and they said no, that is Civil War. But I got that. I got my first Civil War button here in my house. Um, I got something else that was Civil War here, and I can't remember what it was now. But some musket balls. Yeah. So my yard has been very nice to me. Like just
Boy,
randomly.
sounds like Nicole's yard. If,
Oh yeah, yeah.
but
Nicole gets some good fun.
um, sounds like your yard's been very good to you.
And then my first. This is on my channel on a shorts video, but this is my first intact. It looks like it's been burnt a little bit, but pocket watch. I found it in the yard.
Oh, cool. That's really cool.
Yeah. And I tried to take the front off to try to, because I couldn't, I was trying to figure out how old it was. And yeah, probably messed it up. It happens. We tear up our finds sometimes, but,
Right?
I could never get, I could see it. Yeah. I have no clue when they lost the watch, but yeah, it, and that one is a short on my page. There's also another short from my driveway. I found a sterling ring. I don't have that with me, but it's a big honker of a ring. It was one of those ones that's like the initial was on like a stone, like maybe onyx, it looks like, I don't know, but the initial piece is missing. But And then I just got my favorite button. I don't know if I call it this my favorite button. My favorite non-military button came out of my yard a few days ago. I'm not sure how well it'll show up, but if you look up Hott Mess Fishing, like my channel, there's no G, so 2 T's in Hot, no G on Fishing. But if you look that up on Facebook, you'll see I only have like 3 posts on there so far. But this button, oh, I'm in the wrong spot. Here's another button that came from my yard though, since I was in the wrong place. But this is from Big Four Railroad. Yeah, which is not actually near here at all. Yeah, it's still got a little bit of the gold on there. So there's some gold for my gold lovers here. But just a little.
We like our gold here, but we like our silver and relics and stuff too. And history, oh my God, the history and research is part of the fun.
Yeah, I love it. Okay. Just had it in my hand and dropped it. So here's that button, and I'm not sure how well any of this stuff is showing up, but so it's actually like red and gold. Wish it would show better, but it's not going to. But you can see the picture of this on my Facebook. So if you have Facebook and you look up Hott Mess Fishing, you can see how pretty.
Down in the description to her Facebook group.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you, Gold Pro Unlimited. That's the YouTube channel. Thank you, Gold Pro.
Yeah. So if you the same spelling on Facebook, you'll find this picture. I've got more stuff I'm going to post on there. I'd taken so long, like trying to figure out if I was going to do a Facebook, and then I wish I'd done it sooner, but now I've got it.
Right. Hey, better late than never. Better late than never. David Villa calls floor sweepings. So
hunting with Shane. I've been hunting with Shane twice. He's a lot of fun. Ohio River history.
Yep.
He lives about like an hour away from me, I think. Not quite really, but he says it's an hour. But if I drove to him, I think I could get there quicker. But but we've hunted a couple of times.
Yeah, Shane, I've met Shane a couple times. He's come up to a couple of flash bashes I held.
That's
Great
cool.
guy. I'd like to get down that way and detect with him someday. Colin, too. I see my friend Heavy Meadow Detective in here. Detecting finds says someday we will hunt together, Elisha.
Yeah, I think we should. I love hunting with other people. So like it's really funny because I'll go out and I'll hunt 12 hours by myself all night or all day or just depending on the season, And but it's a lot of fun to hunt with somebody else. Like to be able to share your finds. Like I think that's the main reason why I have this channel is because it's so fun to share my finds with everybody else. Like, you know what I mean? People get excited about the cool stuff you found. And then I like going to other channels to see what they found. And but like in real life, like hunting with people, it's I don't know. It's a whole different experience. Like I mean, I think I'll always enjoy being able to just get away by myself and go out and hunt, but it is a lot of fun. Yeah, I can't wait to dig with you, Nicole. We've been talking about it for a while, but I hope we actually make it happen soon. But but
I've got a couple get down with Nicole and Chad soon too, and hopefully B3 Relic Recovery also.
Yeah.
Jason, she used oh God, I butcher that name.
Nocta Macro.
Yeah, she uses the legend.
Half the time I called it Nokia, which is the old phone. I don't do that anymore, but the first year I'd accidentally like almost call it a Nokia all the time. I was like, but yeah, Nocta Macro legend. But yeah, I had but both of my machines since I've been like serious about hunting have been Nocta Macro, but I have used someone else's Equinox, I think it was the 800, and so I'm not like against any other machine.
Right.
And there are good, and I said this earlier, there are good even like bounty hunters out there, but I do not recommend, I'll still say this, I do not recommend the bounty hunter gold digger, because that machine fell apart in three pieces in my hands, and it only made a sound whether it was on something or not on something, and it just was my least recommended machine that I would put out there. But like, I mean, people have told me they found metal detectors on Temu, and you know what? It's still going to find something. So it's just that one machine that, like, I mean, it literally fell. It's in pieces. I still own it, so I guess I technically have 3 detectors, but I'll never swing it again. No. But yeah, so I've got some events coming up. Next month, I've got 2 events coming up. I'm going to the Show Me Pro-Am hunt, which is in Missouri. It's a new hunt this year. But Quarter Hoarder's going to be there. I'm pretty excited about that. And
Ooh.
Gypsy's going to be there. Yeah.
I'd like
And
to meet
Gypsy's
both of them. Gypsy,
yeah, really
Michelle, and Jason. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to meet Gypsy and Amanda are also going to be, and Steph Diggs is going to be at Bone. I'm going to go to Bone at the end of April. Really excited about that one. So that's up in, yeah, so it's Bone Best of North. Well, it depends on who you talk to. Some people say Best of Northeast. Some people say Best of New England. But regardless, it's up there. It's in New Hampshire. So it's like
Find
I'm
some colonial and stuff prior to might find some Puritan stuff or the Hudson Bay stuff.
Yeah, I'm really excited about it. The closest I've got to that, which was in the same little thing right here, but the closest to, colonial type find is in Virginia. I got this piece of a shoe buckle. And that's my only sort of, I just can't wait. Like I told Steph Diggs today that I think that I'm going to get a big copper when I'm up there, because I watched so many people today between her video and Quarter Hoarder's video where they were finding these big coppers. I said, I think I'm going to get one of those. It's just a sign to me that one's got my name on it there at the Bone Hunt.
I hope you find like a state token or something.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of things. I think I'm going to make a bucket list for just that hunt specifically. You know what I mean? Like, I've got a bucket list that'll always be my like continued bucket list, and I have my bucket list item of the year every year I do. But I think I'm going to make a New Hampshire bucket list for when I'm there. I'm also going to hunt in Massachusetts. I'm supposed to hang out with Wicked Digger. Chris, I don't know if y'all know him or not, but I'm supposed to get
I've heard of Wicked Digger. I've seen him in live chat rooms.
Yeah, he has some cool stuff on his channel, some funds, and so looking forward to that. But yeah, I think I'm going to make a list just for that, and then I'd like to try the so at the next, maybe I'll do it the next time. But I'm going with a couple of friends of mine, and I don't know if y'all watch Green Mountain metal detecting.
Sometimes I do, yeah.
He goes to Bone as well, and he likes to do these hunts where him and his friends will do like a list like of what things are worth, like where they try to like compete against each other. So it'll be like a button is worth this, a coin from this date is worth it, I don't know, it's different things that you like, a buckle is worth this, and so oh sorry, hold on, I hit a button on my computer. But yeah, so I think it'd be cool if we did that at this hunt in April, which is in Missouri, because there's like a bunch of, I don't even remember what kind of mills are there. The Civil War find, like there's just like, it's like a ghost town. There's all kinds of stuff at this place where we're going in Missouri. And so I think it would be cool to do, there's Jersey, right? Hey, yeah. My chat just now caught up. Like it had been stuck. That's why I touched my computer. It had been stuck like since the storm came in. So if I missed anybody saying anything to me, sorry. When I dropped out for a minute, my chat decided to freeze up. But
it happens. It happens.
Yeah. But so like there's going to be like a mixture of different kinds of funds there. So I'm thinking that we may do some kind of like side little competition, like friendly competition, just to see who can get the most points or something, while we're there.
There you go.
But hey, Brad, good day.
G'day, Brad. Another one of our Aussie friends in the house.
Yeah. Yeah, I really wish I could make it to California for the whole gold thing so I could meet Brad.
Yeah, I was really, 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 really wanting to get out to that nugget hunting. I've met Tim, the host of it. Great guy. So many great channels are gonna be there. A lot of friends of mine I got to meet a few years ago when I went out to California. It's amazing what this community does, huh, Elisha?
yeah,
The people
yeah,
you meet, they're the treasure.
yeah,
I'll
yeah. I'm
have to
hoping.
talk Brad into coming to Ohio. Not as good
Yeah,
as gold in Ohio, Brad, but we'll find something and have a great time doing it. Oh, better late than never, Deej. I'm glad you're here.
hey, Deej. Yeah, the furthest west I've made it, and the furthest west I've treasure hunted was Denver, Colorado. But um, I plan on bucket list of life has always been to make it to all the states, and I haven't made it any further west out there. But one day I'd like to go.
One day you will.
Yeah.
I found three really nice nuggets out there when I was out with Two Toes and Smith's Gold. If you're lurking, Gary, uh, thanks for being here, Two Toes. He lurks a lot. One of our lurkers that we love. And Smith's Gold probably at baseball. So, but
Mm.
yeah, we were with several good prospecting channels, but we all hiked out of the valley with gold in our poke. Great time. Great
Yeah.
time.
That's
Um,
awesome, Jersey Ray. Heck yeah. Yeah,
well,
I'm excited to meet Brad at Bone.
nice. He's going there too, huh?
Not that Brad, sorry. No,
Oh,
I wish.
Brad
No, yeah, I guess
from
that's who she's talking about. But
Green
yeah, no, I got
Mountain.
you.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
okay.
I think I know when she said she was trying to get Brad to go, I was thinking Green Mountain, but um, no, me and Brad are supposed to go fishing if he ever comes out this way. Brad
Uh,
Welch, Brad.
ah, okay.
Yeah,
There you go. She's only a few hours south of me, Brad. So
yeah,
do some fishing and could fish up here in Ohio. We have brown trout in our river and fine gold too.
yeah. That's so cool. I think it would be
So
cool to find a gold nugget with my metal detector. Of course, the panning. Jersey Ray's the one who taught me how to pan. She was the one. She was there with the pan at the. She was on my team on Masters Metal, and she was the one who showed me how to do it.
nice.
Um, but
I see
especially
I
only
infected her well.
right. I'm pretty sure she won. There was a competition. I think she got first or second place on that competition there. That they were giving away like pinpointers or something. I don't remember what they gave away, but it was yeah. Ed taught me. So see, it's the circle of life. It's like you taught her, she taught me. It just And who knows?
One
One day,
big
whoever I teach
circle.
could be a person on your show. You never know.
Right. And Brad, my very good friend Robert DePatie said, I'd let Brad run my dredge. Now, if he takes us to his private spot, might find some. I better not say it's private. There's no gold in Ohio. What am I saying? Oh, full of gold, another Australian friend. Welcome. I've been digging with my excavator. No nuggets lately. Bummer. Bummer.
Maybe we need to invite Dave Curran to Kentucky and Ohio to show us where the gold is. You talk about backyard gold. Show us where it's at.
Right, right. Now, New England's beautiful though. And all of it has gold there too. I've panned gold in Vermont. One day I'll get to Maine and New Hampshire too.
So do I need to take my gold pan with me when I go to New Hampshire and
You
Massachusetts?
might want to. You might
Yeah,
want
because
to.
yeah, I mean, I would be down for trying to find something like that because we got a couple of days we're filling still like with what we're doing while we're up there, but that'd be cool to
You know, here's what you do. It might take a little research, but you enjoy that. You just Google search where gold can be found in Vermont. And if you're in that general area for the event, you know, and there's a brook that runs through it, you never know. Might be taking home some BT shiny. Never know.
Yeah. Well, I'll look into it, and I'll also try to see if there's some people that I know from YouTube in that area too that might be able to help me out. Because that, they might be able to point me in a direction or, something. I don't know. Meet up and pan with me something, but
It's a good time. Never leave home without your gold pan. You're right. Sherry
that's like me.
Ward.
I take my detector, my magnet,
Might
fishing
as
rod. I
well
got
throw
everything
your
but the
gold
gold.
pan in there too. You have one.
Yeah, yeah,
And wouldn't hurt if you get one or two more either. Make sure you
yeah.
have a snuffer bottle though. That's a crucial
That's
tool.
that's the one thing I don't have. Remember, I was going through the stuff that I had to do. I don't have a snuffer bottle.
Oh, well, I might have to mail you one.
That'd be awesome. Yeah, thank you.
I believe I have some brand new ones right in the drawer right behind me.
Yeah.
Judy, my producer says I do. West Virginia has gold, small, but it is gold. Judy's saying rubies and sapphires. Oh my. Any giveaways tonight? What? What? Next month there'll be a giveaway for a Adventure Sleuths by our friends over at prospectorsdream.com. I don't know if they'd mail it to Australia though,
If
Caleb.
you do a giveaway tonight, you can do one for the sticker, not the one that's on my shirt, but my channel sticker and my new glittery one.
Oh, well, let me bring up Nightbot. Now, I do have a global audience, though. So
I will send this now, bud.
You heard it, everybody. You heard it.
And my email is my channel name. So Hot Miss Fishin, like you see under the video here, hotmissfishin@gmail.com. So if you want to email me there, your address, so I can send it to you.
Oh, I can't use the StreamYard tool. I'm not using StreamYard. I need my Nightbot. But I'll get it. And got it coming up. Got it coming up. Mods, welcome. I think I'm going to do a keyword. I think I'm going to do a keyword. I think I'll do
I hear thunder in the background a little bit. Like, I don't know how close it is, but hopefully we don't start going all robotic on me over here.
my cat's coming in my studio. So if you see a cat jump on here, you know why. All right, everybody, here's what you need to put in the live chat room if you want on board. Hashtag Hot Mess Sticker.
Yeah, Sherry, just email me. We can do a sticker trade. Yeah, so
There you
it's
go.
just like my hotmessfishin@gmail. Or if you find me on Facebook, it's Hot Mess Fishin. But
Mark Thomas, how are you doing, buddy?
My dogs may bark. I just realized that I've got somebody who's gonna walk in the door here in a minute. So if y'all hear dogs barking, sorry.
Uh-oh. You all been
We'll see how good
warned.
it is.
You all been warned.
Make sure you spell it right. Just,
Yeah. They're getting it. Or copy and paste mine, you'll get it.
yeah, Hott, 2 T's in the hot. I'm seeing it misspelled a few times. So
Uh-oh. Yeah. HOTTMESS STICKA. We'll give you a couple of minutes.
thank you, Marie. I think I'm gonna be fine. They did say there was a chance of pop-up tornadoes and stuff, but like I've had the TV on the local station playing, and they're not saying anything. So I don't think it's going to be anything rough tonight.
Hopefully no tornadoes. I don't know if Ryan you-all is on right now, so that wouldn't be a good thing if he'd be.
That's a Kentucky boy right there. He's about an hour away from me.
I like his weather
that's who I tune into. I don't watch the news for the weather. Like I watch him.
I watch Ryan y'all too for my weather also, because I tell you, the Weather Channel app tells me different things than my other app, and so on and so on.
I knew that. They're mean. Hey, I'm live.
Hi.
No. Live too. He said, I can't help it. I'm alive too.
Well, everybody in this live chat just heard you. Say hi.
Yeah. All right. No longer in the same room, so I think we're good. But
okay.
So I don't want to say your name wrong because I've talked to you in chat, but ERRT radio is definitely not spelled it right either time that you put it in there. So I'm trying to look out for you.
He's spelling it wrong, Ronald. Radio. Radio.
That's more fun.
Here, just copy mine, Ronald, and redo it.
Yeah, I'm trying to watch. I've seen some others, but they corrected them. Maria's got 1 T as well, but she got it right the first time. So, but I've tried to watch. Some have corrected it, but has not.
Better get in there, Ronald, because out of time, and I'm about ready. Gonna push the button.
Sally Fields. That's my dog's name. Sorry, Sally Fields.
Sally Fields?
Yeah. So there used to be this TV show, The Flying Nun.
Yeah.
And so Sally Fields, she's a pit bull, but she's got a white head. And when she was the runt and little bitty puppy, she had big old ears, and it looked like the hat of the Flying Nun. So I nicknamed her Sally Fields, but just as a joke. But then the name stuck, so her name's Sally Fields.
That's cool. They're still wrong, Ronald. Still wrong. Add another T to hot. Add another T to hot. See how it's spelled right here? Right there. Almost. HOTTMESS. Fisha. There you go. Been waiting on you all this time, Ronald. Drum roll, please. Digging times past. Digging times past. Hey, Looter 8, how you doing, Frank? Congratulations.
Hey, Looter 8.
Not enough of that.
If he's even still here.
I was going to put in my email address, but I can't because I'm not a mod, so.
Type in the room one more time, real quick. There he is.
Okay.
And I will dub the "You have been on the show. You are a good, excellent member of the FlashFam and the Treasure Fam." Oh my goodness, Terry Marshall.
Oh, Terry.
Thank you very much for the super chat. Here, for that, you get the whole 9 yards. Thank you very much.
Thanks for the super chat.
Yeah. I need to put those up higher so they go over everything.
Yeah, so there's the email address.
So
it looked like I
email
got a high five
your...
to the head when you did that. That was cool.
She also does sticker trade, so if you want to do a sticker trade with her, just send her an email and she'll get one out to you. And yes, I know, Terry, I'll get it out to you, I swear. As soon as I'm able to get to the post office on time. And same with you, Brad, but you might be in California by the time it gets to you.
I'm here.
Do you have any goals, future goals for your looking ahead? Do you have any goals or aspirations relating to YouTube and your channel? We've talked about mass travel and stuff.
That's definitely part of it, though. Like, to meet as many of you all as I can. Like, really is one of my goals for the channel, is just to collaborate, meet, hunt, pay and throw magnets with. I didn't mention that I'm also going to the Trash for Cash event in Nashville that's coming up May, was that 24th, 25th, 26th? Can't remember, whatever the weekend days are. But
really,
yeah, digging.
Who's set up that? Who's putting on the Trash for Cash? Bunch of magnet fishers?
It's a bunch of magnet fishers. I think that Johnny's Corner is kind of the one that's kind of taken over this specific year or event. But he says he's not the host. I don't know, but you can find it on Facebook if you look up Trash for Cash. But actually, if you type in Trash for Cash,
didn't they do that up in Minnesota?
That's where it was That's where I was originally signing up to go to, but they switched it to Nashville.
Oh, well,
but
maybe I
but I
could
think
get
next year
down
we'll be
there.
back up there.
We've been wanting to go to my stepson's. He lives in northern Tennessee, not far from Franklin. What's that? Portland? What? My chat on my YouTube side is way, way back because I just reacted to Terry Marshall's super chat again.
Oh. Well, mine kept going back too, but I thought it was just this weather. But who knows? Sometimes YouTube has days that, Thank you, Brad.
Yeah. No.
Yes, full of gold, we care.
Yeah.
Nice. Nice. I'll have to email you and message you my address too. And
Yeah.
get yours and send you off a couple of flash stickers.
Heck yeah.
Some older ones too.
I'm getting some in that I'm going to take to these events with me. That's like the 2-inch size or whatever. But like some people have told me they wanted the smaller ones to put on like the cuff of their detector or on their
Right.
shovel, you know. So I've got some of those that are coming in.
Glitch in the matrix, Jason. And you should, Caleb, you should make some stickers. Yes, you should.
I agree.
And see, even Elisha says she agrees. I love my stickers, and I'm an old man.
Yeah, I took these glittery ones to that catfish conference, and there's something about fishermen and shiny. You know what I mean? Like think about the bass boats and stuff you see. So there was plenty of like, because I have a few different types, and so I gave them the option of which one to pick, and they were all like going for the shiny one, the glitter pretty one.
Hey, Dirt Clod Metal Detecting. Welcome.
Patty. So speaking of Patty, I wanted to plug this, I guess I should say, but so my videos usually every week come out on Friday night. It's a part of I Dig Fridays.
Right.
So it starts out with Can You Dig It Metal Detecting, and he puts out the lineup every week. Every Friday you can go to his page and it'll show you who's in the lineup. Jersey Ray that's in here is usually right after me in the lineup, but it usually starts with Can You Dig It, and it usually ends with Dirt Clod. So I'm glad Patty came in because it reminded me to let everybody know that Fridays, yeah, it's when we do our I Dig Friday lineup. So for those of you who are not familiar with what the lineups are, you start out on one channel, and I'm about to have to tell him to go turn his TV or shut the door. I'm just gonna have to be rude for 1 second. Hold on. Oh no, I don't know. Hold on. Let me figure. I'm gonna stop my video and I'm gonna get up and go shut the door for him. Hold on. I'll let you hold the chat for a second until I come back.
Uh-oh. I have to hold the chat.
You don't hear like a loud TV in the background.
Gotta get out of my AI for that and put my cigarette down. Sorry, everybody. So, Sherry Ward, send me your address and I'll get some out to you when I'm able to get to the post office. I've been working ridiculous hours. Mr. Lodak has like 30. That's it? You don't have any of the new ones, Mr. Lodak. You're more than welcome. And she's back. Yeah.
Oh no, the dog. So Sally Fields, come here. She's gonna freak out over storms all night, I guess. But so what I was saying is, it starts out with a channel, and so while you're watching their video, it'll usually be pinned to the top of chat, and then like we're dropping it at the bottom at the end of the video as well in the chat. That will send you over to another channel's videos. And so you just keep doing that, and you can, watch one right after the other, after the other, after the other. So I'm usually like third-ish in the lineup, but we Chad Chad always says that. I don't know if he says that in your channel too, but if it's live, yell Chad as loud as you can, or if that's just something special to me.
Yeah, we're live, Chad. Chad Ryan in the house. Hello. Cat, get off my coins and tokens. My cat's crawling all over my coins and tokens.
That's funny.
Under the green screen, not over my coins. Doggone cat.
Your cat and my dog freaking out over the storms out here.
One of the twins.
No.
Now, if you had no holds bars, no limits, you could go anywhere, anywhere in the world, universe, on any national monument, national park, anything, anywhere, where would you go?
Probably the UK.
Looks
This
for
is like
look
this is
for a
Molly, by the way.
Saxon horde or
Yeah, just something, some really
Viking
old stuff,
gold.
solid builds. So by the way, this baby here thinks she's a lap dog apparently right now. Um, but like if it were okay, so if it were legal to detect there, I would say Ireland, just because I've done a lot of my genealogy and stuff, and like my dad's side of the family, and found like the exact county they lived in, and like this church they defended, and these wars and stuff, and like I know where my family was over there. So like if it
Cool.
were legal to detect, I guess I should have changed that answer to Ireland to be able to go there, maybe find something that belonged to a family member of mine from back then. I just think that would be really awesome.
Oh, that'd
But
be cool, especially if you could get on their land. Is it still in the family?
Um, I I don't know that much, but I wonder. Like, okay, so my apps that tell me the land and who owns them probably doesn't work over there, but that would be interesting to find out. Like, if it still is. I
Um,
never thought about that, like whether it was still in the family or not. But I know that. But even like, I'm not sure if they made it illegal or not. But from what I'd read, they were trying to make it even on your own private property in Ireland to not be able to metal detect. Like, you have to go through some hoops to get permits to even hunt your own land or something. I'm not sure.
mm, Jeez.
Sorry. So this is Molly. She says
Hi,
hi.
Molly. Hi, Molly. Hey, Molly. Hi, Molly. Liquor, Molly, liquor. Hey, Rocky Mountain Prospector Brad Hall. Hayden's in the house. And take care of your shoulder, Rach. Ireland is my dream destination just to learn about my Irish background.
Yeah, I've learned a lot just through like that. I was researching that before I was researching metal detecting stuff. But like I've I know like the county like where it was, and I would love to be able to go visit over there. I mean, that is like bucket list beyond what I can fathom even ever happening, but I would love to be able to go over there and
Right?
see it one day.
It'd be cool.
Yeah.
It'd be cool to go to the UK, to Ireland, Scotland.
Yeah.
Yeah, I I have a little bit from that area also in me.
Yeah.
Uh, but going to Germany or Austria, that'd be pretty cool too. But
When I was in high school, I wanted to be a foreign exchange student in Germany. Like that, I almost got to be. It like came down to a couple months before it got to happen, where it didn't end up. Like our school didn't even offer like German as a class, and it was so hard for me trying to get it. And they were going to send me over there with no language knowledge at all. And I was like, oh,
well, total submersion would teach you how to
yeah,
speak the language fairly quick.
yeah. I just felt like I don't know. I mean, I kind of wish that I had. There was some other stuff that happened. My best friend died my senior year of high school and changed up some stuff then too. So, but I still kind of wish that I'd made it over there. That's like a once in a lifetime opportunity. Like I could still go, but I couldn't go as an exchange student in high school. You know what I mean?
But maybe
Yeah.
someday, your channel and your brand will get you over there.
That would be awesome. That would be really cool. Like,
Now, do you have any? Okay, hurry back, Deej. Do you have any scary? Ever been in a scary situation or come across something suspicious or anything like Bigfoot or aliens or paranormal or just
I
downright
mean, if
freaky?
paranormal, I mean, not paranormal. I mean, not paranormal. The UFO type thing would be a situation that it's actually on an old phone of mine, and I used to say I wanted to put it on my YouTube, but I was afraid of the type of people that I would attract with the video. But I mean, I've never been able to explain it to know what was going on, but I was living at home with my parents, and I mean, as an adult, was back home and was outside and saw um, this light in the distance that the best way I could describe it looks like, um, um, when a hot air balloon, like when it gasses up, like, the light
Uh-huh.
gets bright. It looked kind of like that, but it was way off in the distance, but it moved. It would go side to side.
Hmm.
And it was in the middle of the night and there was no hot air balloons there. You know what I mean? Like it was most
Right.
definitely not anything like that. And then it would disappear and it would come back. But I have it on video and I have no clue what it is. And, I even woke my dad up and was like, go look. And he said, I've never seen anything like that in all my years. And I was like, me neither. But
I'm not saying it's aliens, but
I have no clue what it was. Like I have not that, person who does a lot of research. I haven't been able to figure out anything that had that as
now,
a
hey
an answer.
Ronald, are you still here, Earth Radio? I'm gonna give a little plug to my friend Ronald here. He has his channel, Earth Radio. They don't dive into the paranormal and uh, ancient aliens and giants and Sasquatches and all kinds of stuff like that.
We
I'm
don't have
sure
golden
he'd be
detector, but we got Sasquatch.
delighted if you'd hop in and share your video and some stuff like that.
Yeah. Well, the Sasquatch is big around here. Like we used to have a festival. I think that the pandemic knocked it out, um, but I mean they've had a bunch of those TV shows where they're like finding Bigfoot or whatever they're called,
Right.
where they actually came out here, to where I live, because they've had talked of sightings and all that stuff. I have never. I mean, I fish in the middle of the night in the middle of the lake, and I've heard weird things in the the woods around me, but I've never seen nothing or anything like that. But there are a lot of people that say that it is around here. I don't know.
Don't know. Now, Kentucky's a real big cave state.
You share.
Do you like going to caverns?
So I did as a kid. I don't know about as an adult. I haven't because so as far as like the claustrophobic thing, the thing that fear like that I kind of have a fear that I don't think existed when I was younger is like stuff crushing down on me. You know what I mean? Like when I
Right.
went on my first cruise, um, massive cruise ship, right? And we were on like the bottom floor, like above the crew. Like our window was like right above water level. Like I mean, it kind of made a cool view, But just walking down this huge long hallway to go down it, and I'm thinking like there's this massive building. It felt like the hallway kept getting smaller and smaller and smaller.
Right.
So I was afraid that I was going to have to spend the entire cruise ship, the entire cruise week up on the deck and like go to the bathroom and change my clothes up there because I was afraid I was going to make it to my room. I did, but ever since then, I've wondered how I would do. Like, I would love to go back to, like, we've got Mammoth Cave,
Right.
and all that here in Kentucky. We're known for like the biggest cave system and all that stuff, but I haven't done anything like that as an adult, so I'm not sure. But maybe it was just on that cruise ship that it bothered me, but it was a fear I never knew I had.
Yeah. We all have something, don't we?
But on that same another Kentucky, but on that same cruise, I had learned another fear I had, but I was able to overcome it, and it was like that's a great feeling to overcome something like. So we went swimming with the stingrays,
Mm.
and the first half an hour I was out there, all I could think of was Steve Irwin, and because these stingrays like still have their barbs, like they're
Right,
not,
right.
And so they were like, they're fine. Just shuffle your feet. You don't want to step on one because that's the only way they're going to attack you is like if they think that you're threatening them. So like I'm just like floating the whole time, afraid to put my feet down at all because I'm like But by the end of it, like these stingrays are like cats. They're like more lovey than this dog is right now. Like they're just like a cat. They curl up around your legs and they curl in between your legs and swim all around you. Like by the end of the experience, I loved it. But for the first
Right.
half an hour, I was like sick, so totally scared that I was gonna go out of this world the same way Steve Irwin did.
Just don't jump on him.
Yeah, yeah, me too, Nicole. Like I hated that. She said it broke her heart when he died, and but that's all that I could think of when I was out there with them. And like they had us feed them, like, and they give you hickeys. Like they'll depending on how hard they suck the squid out of your hand, like they'll give you hickeys on your hand from doing it. And so my mom got a squid, um but somewhere in the middle of that experience, like I was able to overcome that fear, and like then I wasn't ready for it to be over when it ended. You know what I mean? It was so much fun, but we are afraid of what we do not understand. I believe that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I did not understand. Like I still don't understand how those cruise ships, those massive ones, float. Like it just blows my mind. Like they're so big. Like I don't know.
Floating skyscraper
Yeah,
traveling
it's like a
around.
mini town. Like it's way more than a just a hotel. Like it's got like several bars and clubs and like stages and I mean just restaurants and like they're huge. And you're right. I think that's what it was. I didn't understand how it could float and yeah,
It's modern technology, but
yeah.
um,
The next cruise, needless to say, I was on the balcony. I was way up on the ship. I wasn't. Didn't have to wonder if I was going to be scared again because I was up top.
I've never been on a cruise yet. Not sure if
I haven't
I
since I
would.
started.
I like
The
train
entire
travel.
bottom is full of water. That sounds like Titanic.
Well, the it's for their buoyancy. They have to even it out so they
There
float
really is
right.
water in the bottom of the cruise ship.
Yeah, and
Hey,
they'll
dispatch.
drain it out in port and bring in more. The ballast. They used to
I've heard
use
that word ballast, but I
they
guess I
they
never looked at what it
use
meant.
they used to use rocks and stones and for ballast in ships back in the day. So
Yeah, Nicole. Like prayers to Maryland. That was
yes,
sad.
Brad, water ballast. Jason also. Dispatch detecting. Hello, welcome.
Did you see that, Ed, on the news today in
Oh,
Maryland?
Maryland, yeah.
Cargo ship.
I
Yeah.
was in a lady's apartment at this apartment building we're working at, and she goes, "Did you see this?" And I go, "See what?" And she's like, "Here, I'll show you." And it was on her news, the ship hitting the bridge in
Yeah.
Baltimore, Maryland, and
Yeah.
from what I understood, though, uh, they received notice ahead of time or something that
They
the
did a Mayday call, yeah.
ship was having troubles, and they stopped traffic going
Yeah.
over the bridge. It's a good thing. It's a good
Yeah,
thing.
there were 8 from what because I was watching this even up until like 20 minutes before we went live. But they said, yeah, there was a ship that had a previous accident. Sorry, I saw that in the chat. But yeah, there were construction workers that were doing
Ooh.
work on like potholes and stuff like that. And so there were 8 of them on there, and they got 2 of them that they were able to rescue. But last I heard was that they'd found another one of them, but that one wasn't alive. But
Oh
they said the water
man.
was so cold that you would only last like half an hour to an hour before you get hypothermia setting in. So
Yeah, if
I don't know.
not less, unless you're in a life suit or something, hypothermia can come on quick.
Yeah.
They add a
They said that it was
2-minute
like
warning. That ain't a big warning, Colin. Nicole. I still ask, what was the maintenance record of the ship? And Jurin said, Mr. Lodak said, the ship had a previous accident in 2016, 1 year after it was built. Hmm. Hmm. Okay, here goes the conspiracy theories.
Mhm.
Hey, Matt, Bigfoot Prospecting, good to see you.
Hey, Matt.
We've gone all over the globe, seen tons of treasure porn. We all love that here, don't we, everybody? That's right.
Mhm.
um, Now you did give a shout out to your Friday night lineup
I did.
with the premieres. It,
Mhm.
it's Shane does the same thing for what, Monday Digs?
Monday digs, yeah.
Yeah, and yeah, I think that's really cool how all of the channels collaborate for
Yeah.
that, and it even gets in like many appendages of the treasure hand fam.
Yeah.
Magnet
Dispatch to Fishing
fishing
was
to
in here too. Dispatch
jacking.
is also part of I Did Fridays.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Bierman's Gold Prospecting. Hello, welcome.
It becomes like a family though. Like you talk to these people in chat and you see them, like more than some of them more than your actual family, depending on, like
Oh,
um not necessarily more than your husband or wife, but more than your, family you don't live with, I guess I should say. But yeah, it kind of becomes like a family. Like I know there've been a couple of times when I wasn't able to be on YouTube and you kind of miss people. Like you just have to check back in and be like, what's everybody been up to? I've missed out on.
oh, I know what you mean. Like some of my closest friends now are all because of YouTube.
Oh yeah.
And like there's guys in our live chat room like right now, Mr. Lodak and David Villa and GoPro Unlimited and others. We'll meet in a Zoom meeting and watch gold shows, Whitewater and Dave Turns, Backyard Gold and stuff like that.
I'm so sad about the next Whitewater because it's going to be the one um, where we lose
Kaylee,
Fred,
when
where
what?
Fred
Oh,
passes away. That's what they showed for the upcoming.
oh. Is that near Fred's birthday or something, guys?
He just had his birthday. His birthday is the day before mine. Like I found that out from the show, but
Oh,
but he did make it to his birthday, but not sure how long after. I guess we'll find out on the show.
well,
But
the one we were watching last was his birthday, wasn't it, guys?
yeah,
Uh, Went driving around with
The
with
hot rod.
the
Yeah.
son and the hot rod. Yeah, yeah. Fred is no longer with us. It is sad. Very true.
Yeah.
80 grand years.
Yeah. But I mean, that's
Uh,
my favorite Gold show, Whitewater. That's a really good one. I like the crew. I like cheering them on. I feel like this has been a pretty good year for them so far. I mean, not the Fred stuff, obviously, but um, it's just like you see them find gold every time they're out right now. You know what I mean? And like last year was a rough year for them, and so it was good to see them, getting something like each time they're out there.
I want to
But,
see how they do next year when Kayla Johansson.
oh,
I forget how to spell Kayla's or pronounce Kayla's last name. But I thought she was a mean prospecting, a woman of
yeah,
treasure hunting,
yeah,
you know. Uh, I I think she should get her own TV show.
right. I mean, I agree with that. That I would watch it.
I would too. She is awesome, Jason, and she makes beautiful jewelry too. And that she is, David. She's one of us guys. Probably work a bunch of us guys under the table.
Go go.
Um, I've
She's
tried
getting too
getting
big.
my 19 and 21-year-old to detect. For Easter, I'm hiding their beers and handing them a detector. Ah, do it, Nicole. Do it.
I want to
Yeah.
find like somebody that does like an adult Easter egg hunt. Like I was always the one like who found the most eggs. Like I was always into it as a kid. Like our family doesn't do anything like that. So I don't know. It'd be cool to just find like somewhere where an adult can go Easter egg hunt.
Yeah. Mr. Lodak put out Kayla's YouTube channel. She already broke 1,000, I think. If you're not yet subscribed to her, I would recommend it. If you don't
I
know
will.
who she is, she was an awesome guest on our show not too long ago, and she's a hard-working, dredging gal, woman, however you want to phrase it.
I have to start. Oh, is that what it is? Maybe you're right. Maybe I need to put on the Easter egg hunt.
Yes,
I
Jeff.
said that a seated Easter egg hunt for yeah, exactly. That's what I said. That would be awesome. Like I would like to come up with that idea before because we were talking about it actually on the last hunt I went to. I was talking to it with a couple of my friends saying that it would be cool to have a seated Easter egg hunt and um, do something like that. But it would have been cool to come up with that idea close. I mean, further away from Easter. It's almost Easter now, so
Right.
have to be a next year thing. Hey,
Uh,
Chris,
Show me treasure. Hello.
I'm going to
Welcome.
meet Show Me in the Show Me state.
Ah, cool. Cool.
Yeah,
Nice.
yeah. I mean,
I
we're looking forward to it. Both of us are.
you're oh, do me a favor since I'm blind and I have uh CRC, can't remember crap. If you could uh send me a message about that uh trash to treasure or
Oh, I
trash
will.
for
Yeah,
cash thing
I'll
down in
invite you to the
Nashville.
group. Even I'll invite you to the Facebook group.
That'd be cool because,
Should.
I could kill a couple of birds with one stone with that. Judy could see her son, and we could see our grandchildren, our granddaughter, and
Think
uh,
Ohio River History. Shane's supposed to go. Grandma Kelly's supposed to go.
So
I don't
it's
even want to
gonna
go.
be
No,
right out of the Tennessee River or outside of Nashville there.
Nashville, yeah, it's right up on the river. Like it's, they've shown on the group the um the location of where it's at, and like it looks like it'll be a good place to magnet fish.
I was down there a couple years ago with a bunch of uh diving
See,
recoverists and stuff like Jacob, Chaos Divers,
oh
and
yeah,
Exploring with Nug and Adam Brown Adventures and uh, the Treasure Vixens and uh, shoot Outdoor Influencer and
oh yeah,
tons of them. Britt from having a brain fart on Britt's channel name, but it was cool, and they drug out like 16 cars out of the Tennessee
oh gosh,
River.
that's crazy.
That'd be pretty exciting. I I heard the one uh, that they did up in Minnesota was quite successful last year.
Yeah,
Depths of
yeah,
History. Thank you very much, Digging Times Past. Brett from Depths of History. Yes. Excellent. Excellent. So, what's your plans for this coming Memorial Day area? Do you have anything on your schedule for that?
that's when that is. I think right, 24th, 25th, 26th. I don't know, when is Memorial Day.
Oh, I don't know.
I bet it's around that same time. It usually is because my sister's. I'm actually going to be there during my sister's birthday, and Memorial Day is usually right there around her birthday. So I'm not sure if that's that same weekend or what, but um yeah, May I have two events. There's a catfishing event where we're gonna all like go and they call it the gathering, but it's where a bunch of YouTube channels just get together and we go fish.
Yeah, May 27th is
May
Memorial
27th. So it's
Day.
right before, yeah, because it's gonna be the 25th and 26th is when that that event is. So that's my plans for Memorial Day, I guess.
Oh,
But
okay. Yes, invite me to the group and maybe I could
yeah,
swing something, talk to Judy about it, and
yeah,
meet a bunch of magnet fishers. Take my magnets with me.
yeah.
I own a few.
I just have the one. I'm scared of losing it, but I on one of my videos you'll see that I got it stuck to the dock, but I was able to get it off because I used my shovel. I couldn't figure out how to get it. I could not get it to come off for nothing. And then I just had this thought that maybe if I take the shovel and I got in behind it a little bit with my shovel and like went to knock it off and it just stuck to my shovel and I pulled it off. I was like, oh yay. But I'm scared of losing it, in the water. But mine is was it's a old rusty magnets from the rusty magnets. Like it was their old used magnet that they gave me. And so I don't have like a lot of cool treasure stories with it yet, just because I've only been to one location like several times and different places on the same lake, but I haven't gone to like some of the bridges and stuff that I'm really wanting to go, see what would be there. So far, most of my finds are like fishing lures and stuff like that.
Hmm.
But I get excited if there's stuff that I can use to like, if they're already ready to use, or if I can like refurbish them and use them, then I'm always excited about free tackle. But
Right, no doubt, especially since you are so into fishing. And even though
oh yeah,
it is on the back burner a little, but I know it's
it's
nothing
already
like
been
my back burner because fishing's been on my back burner for a long time.
I hate that I put it on the back burner, but I'm so addicted to metal detecting. But I love fishing. Like if if my dad were to say, "Let's go to the lake tomorrow," I'd be up at 4 o'clock in the morning. Like, is it time to go yet? Like so. I always love it. And I mean, I have my own boat and stuff like that, and like
Oh,
it's just
nice.
a little thing. It's nothing, amazing, but like the guys at the dock always get a kick out of it. Like their face says it all when they see this woman pull up, and she's putting her own boat in the water, doing it all by herself. Like I've had so many, I'd be like, "Do you need help?" And when I
You're
first
like,
got started, and I was like, "I need to learn how to do it." No, but now I'm like, "No, I'm good. I got this." Like, but sorry, Chuck was asking about which magnet. I
yeah,
recommend Kratos, but mine is not Kratos. I forgot what it is.
I have a couple of Kratos and a Brute.
Yeah,
So,
that's what mine is. Yeah, it's their old one, which works just fine. But I really like Benny and the Kratos. Like their website is very informative, very, very like helpful with like explaining, different things. I don't know.
and Ben's great for the community too.
Yeah, yeah.
I really like Ben. I like Kratos' product. Um, but Brute was my first magnet that I acquired. Then I got some from Kratos.
But is it
Uh,
Rogue? Is that what it's called?
there's Rogue Magnetics. I believe
That's what mine is. Rogue.
Marlin uses Rogue. Uh, don't like the rusty mag checkers or whatever. Don't they throw Rogue?
Maybe.
I don't
But I
know.
know
It's
Rusty
hard.
Fun's used to because that's what I have is the old Rogue. Bob, I thought that was you. Sorry, but Detecting Finds says my channel used to be Fins and Finds until I split the channels. And I've been sitting here the whole time thinking that I was going to go and ask Bob later and send a message to see. So I'm glad to know that that is you. But he just put a thing out on his page wanting to know if he should split his channels and keep doing fishing on one and detecting on the other, or keep them together. And I told him I'm keeping mine together, but I think it's cool he's got both now.
Oh no, I might add fishing in with my prospecting because there there's a reason for that because fish like holding up in slack water, right? So
Yeah.
and I've heard stories of a old prospector that would fish, and wherever he caught a fish, he would sample and prospect. So
Hmm.
that might be
I
an
like to
idea.
hunt in like deer, like metal detect deer trails and stuff like that, like places where I don't know why, even though yours is like an actual scientific good reason, it seems like, but mine, sometimes if I'm just out there and I'll see like some, like find a cattle trail or deer trail, I'm like, maybe the animals know where the good finds are.
They might, hunters drop stuff
Oh,
but
yeah.
and everything begins all roads begin with an animal trail, don't it? Shoot.
Yeah.
Pioneers used to use them, and then they became roads, and those became streets and highways.
Yeah.
uh, YouTube's
Molly's back.
algorithm does not like two different audiences. That's why I split them. Uh,
Yeah, a lot of people say it
doggone.
confuses the algorithm,
Yeah.
or you won't do as good. I don't know. I keep mine the same just because, well, I don't know. I just have like, I don't know. It's a lot of work keeping up with one channel. I can't imagine having two. But
Right, right.
I mean, I
Uh,
don't look at it as work. Like, you know what I mean? I really do enjoy it. I feel like if it ever got to where it felt like work, I'd have to take a step back. You know what I mean? Like, because I mean, sometimes, yes, you do a video every week or, and normally, and what I'm trying to get back to is like I do a short every week, a live every week, and a video every week. And I've been out of the habit of that probably since I injured myself. But, there were times when it might have been like, okay, oops, I got to get this video out, or, that kind of thing. But, um, but I think if I had multiple channels, I would feel like it was harder to keep up
twice
with
the
it. But
pressure. I tried doing a channel with my youngest son, and it was just like reaction and gameplay, and still that's been put on the back burner. Alicia,
So first one, this is Molly.
2 hours have passed. We're a little into overtime. I I very much enjoyed your visit here on Tuesday Night Hangout Live. Thank you for
Had a
joining
lot of
us
fun.
tonight.
I want to come up if you're ever doing one of your just hangout ones when you're not interviewing somebody and Rose is there. I want to come up and get to talk to her if I can.
Well,
Just
next week, as a matter of fact, next week is our open line Tuesday.
yeah.
So maybe I could see how Rose is feeling and see if she could come in and be my guest co-host for Open Line Tuesday. That's April
Yeah.
2nd. And we have a good lineup in April. We have Crick Diggers Mafia joining us on the 9th, and Debbie Smith Uski. Whoever knows her from Mind Lab, I know I'm butchering her name, but Debbie from Mind
I
Lab
don't know how to
Detectors will be joining us on the
that's
16th.
16th.
Yeah,
Trying to think about so that's
and
going to be right before I see her, right in between when I see her, because I will see
because I
her
know you
in
saw her at the competition.
and then I'm going to see her in Missouri, and I think she's going to be in Missouri. I could be wrong, but
Yeah.
she's definitely going to be at Bone. So it's going to be right before I see her at Bone. So I'll definitely make sure I'm in here for that.
I actually got this hat in my toboggan from her, or my beanie, as the Shankies would call it.
Uh,
Oh, but yeah, she's a really nice lady. Then on the 23rd, we have Yeti Mountain Trading, Chris. And then on the 30th, we have um, Kevin Hoagland of the Lost Dutchman's Mining Association and the GPA joining us with the return of Toledo Jess as my guest co-host. That all of those are going to be really good shows, just
yeah.
like this one tonight. And all of you were part of the reason why it was so great,
Yes.
along with our wonderful guest tonight and her dog. I forgot
Yeah.
it. I forgot the dog's name already.
This one's Molly. Yeah. Southfield is
Molly.
asleep. Molly. There's a short on my channel from before I was even really a channel of Molly out in her swimming pool. You can check that out at the bottom of my list of shorts.
Nice, nice. I'm gonna have to go binge a bunch of your shorts and stuff. I
Yeah.
have attention span of a gnat, so I like shorts.
Yeah, and I don't have like a huge list, so like it's not hard to watch all the ones that I do have on there.
I
But it's are fun. You can get stuck on shorts. But thank you, Nicole. I appreciate that.
Ellsworth Carl says Lacey loves seeing puppies on camera.
Thank you, Bill.
Give some lovin's from Ed to the girls. Ellsworth. Uh, yeah. And Mr. Lodak was going to be posting a link for an after show party over at goldprospectorspace.com. Always a good group of people. Show Me Treasures says, see you soon, Elisha. All of you, thank you very much for joining us tonight. I hope I see you again in the near future. So until then, may you always have a flash in your pen. And you know what I like to say because it does happen. Maybe one day too, we'll meet you on the river, the stream, the pasture, the woods, Who knows? Maybe even Walmart or Menards. It does happen. But for now, it's that time. I think we're going to call it a night, and we're out of here. Good night, everybody. Thank you for joining Hot Mess Fishin and I tonight. Mi amor.
4, 3, 2,
FlashFam.
1.